So I wanted to take a few minutes with this video to talk about 3 interesting PlayStation 5 stories, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. Now, the stories I want to focus on in this video include the possible big PlayStation 5 features upgrades set to come that could include some much desired, much wanted features that people have been asking for a while now, well, since the PlayStation 5's launch. And we're also going to talk about today's PlayStation 5 update and some shocking news for Spider-Man 2 for the PlayStation 5 that just recently emerged. First, let me know if you care about Spider-Man 2 or not. I know some people might find this a ridiculous question, but I'm curious if some people just aren't fans of the franchise, because I know a lot of people that just got the PlayStation 5 for God of War alone. Nothing else, just God of War. So comment below. Do you care about Spider-Man 2 for the PlayStation 5 or not? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, shocking Spider-Man 2 news that could indicate a later than expected release date for the game. So a lot of us believe Spider-Man 2 was well underway over at Insomniac Games in some form, and to some degree that could still be the case. The studio recently released Spider-Man Miles Morales along with Spider-Man Remastered, and they also have Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart set to release in the near future. The studio has been production heavy for a while now, it seems, which leads to the news today that indicates the game, Spider-Man 2, is probably not as far off in development as we thought. Reading from Screen Rant, Yuri Lowenthal, the voice actor behind Marvel Spider-Man's hero, recently divulged that he's yet to begin work on the inevitable PlayStation 5 sequel. In an interview with Comic Book Movie, the Peter Parker Spider-Man actor revealed Insomniac's yet to call him about work on the eagerly anticipated Marvel Spider-Man 2. When pressed for information, Lowenthal told the publication, "I keep waiting for my phone to call. They've had the Miles game, and with CV, there is no way we can get into a motion capture on a grand scale with all the actors right now, so I don't know. I wish I had more to tell you. I wish I had more to tell me." Still, Lowenthal said he's excited to explore Peter's story further, especially as it relates to his evolved relationships with Mary Jane and Miles. So there you have it. It seems that Spider-Man 2 is not far enough to require the involvement of voice actors, it seems, which is understandable. The studio just recently released essentially 2 games and is set to release another one soon enough. I would assume after the launch of Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, a lot of the team is going to shift to Spider-Man 2, and possibly, maybe I'm just going to throw this out there, possibly another project, which, again, just throwing that out there, Insomniac Games, hopefully is something to do with Resistance, but that's just me. You guys let me know when you think Spider-Man 2 will be announced next year, the year after. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the second story of the video, the massive PS5 features upgrade that should be coming in the near future. But before we dive into today's story, let's talk about this morning's update, which came out of nowhere. Reading from PlayStation Universe, Sony Interactive Entertainment has launched PS5 System Software Update 20.02-02.50 and is 860 megabytes in size. So fire up your console and grab it now. Here's what's new. 1. The following issue was resolved. The PS4 version of a game was sometimes installed from the PS4 game disc even after upgrading the disc version of a PlayStation 4 game to the PlayStation 5 version. 2. This system software update improves system performance. So the system installing the PS4 version of a game versus the PS5 version of a game on the PlayStation 5 should have never been an issue in my opinion. This was clearly a glitch in the matrix, the PlayStation 5 matrix, but at least now it's been cleared up and people don't have to deal with it anymore. Outside of these 2 updates, there are probably other little refinements that we don't end up finding out about until people start using the console as usual, so we'll see how the day goes. But now moving over to the next major update for the PlayStation 5. Last time we spoke about this, we covered what industry insider Tidex, who's been right and wrong in the past, said over on Twitter. He stated the following: upcoming features for the PlayStation 5: VRR, more customization to the control center, change positions and trophies and so on, game-based update, switcher update for select PlayStation 5 games, expansion slot activated, ability to move off to external as storage, which here he's probably referring to moving PlayStation 5 games to external storage for archiving purposes like the Xbox Series X can already do. So these are all major upgrades for the PlayStation 5 that people have been waiting for, especially the SSD expansion bay unlocking. In terms of when this update could come, looking at the Samsung community forums, there is a moderator over there named David B, who was responding to people having issues with Samsung TVs and enabling 4K 120 with HDR with PlayStation 5 games. He provided a temporary solution for the issue, but also stated the following: the bug has been localized and Sony is expected to release an update in March to make 4K 120Hz HDR possible. Please keep the PlayStation up to date with the latest firmware. The TV does not need a software update, but we recommend that you always keep the software up to date for reasons of stability and security. The TV does not need to be repaired, so you do not need to contact support. So it seems that Samsung got word that a PlayStation 5 update should be coming in March to resolve this issue. At this point, we should be expecting a major update for the PlayStation 5, and this fix could be a part of it. If you look at today's firmware update for the PlayStation 5, for example, update 20.02-02.50, the 20.02 indicates the last major update for the PlayStation 5 happened February 2020. The latter part of the firmware is the minor update tracking. This lines up with the March update time frame we have here from Samsung because it's around the last time a major update was released for the PlayStation 5. In terms of what it could bring the features Tydex mentioned and maybe the inclusion of 1440p support. I wouldn't personally expect everything to come through one update, but this is still a major update, so some big features should still be coming soon enough. But you guys let me know when you think the update will launch, March like Samsung said, or earlier or later. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button as it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is a part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with the big software update. Obviously, this is for anybody who's excited for hopefully big features like SSD expansion, VRR to come in the next major PlayStation 5 update, which is hopefully coming in March. If you're excited for that, destroy the comment section with the big software update, and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.